Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. Well, you can dislike this video all you want. It's happened. Tyson Fury last night was at SmackDown, a wrestling event, and was approached by one of the wrestlers. And subsequently, while the wrestler was fighting through, one of the wrestlers into the barricades, knocking Fury off balance. Boxing has become like WWE. I predicted this a while back that boxing was going to WWE. The sport was becoming an absolute joke, and here we go. And before anybody tells me, well, it allows boxing to reach a wider audience. While you're reaching that wider audience, you're also making a mockery of the sport. Now, yes, I mean, I promotionally great, Fury versus a wrestler. You know, we've seen it before with Muhammad Ali. All right, so we know that will probably be down the Fury route, go down the Ali way. You know, we've seen Mayweather doing an exhibition bout, but this is where I said the sport was going, and you all once again didn't listen to me, and this is where we are now. Tyson Fury Monday night is predicted to be on some WWE event to make a fight between him and a wrestler. I mean, it's exciting in terms of showmanship. That's what Fury likes. That's what he would be good at. That is Tyson Fury for you. You know, he's a character like that, and he will play to the crowd, and he'll love that stuff. Well, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to take an opportunity like that? Listen, I'm not knocking the man for what he's doing here. I think there are very few boxers in the world that could pull that off. You know, because you have to have an element of personality, charisma, and being to play to the crowd, showmanship. And there are not a lot of boxers that can do that. They can fight, they can talk a bit, but they haven't got showmanship. And Fury is that sort of crossover star that could do that. Fury could do the crossover stuff, and he's taking the opportunity, and I'm sure it's all set up. So very much like Stephen Amell, if you are a person who watched CW, the guy who stars as Arrow on the CW network, he got pulled into this WWE, and of course, you know, he subsequently took part in I think it was a tag team matchup. But Fury's tall, he's big, he talks a lot. You know, he's got the Gypsy King as a and he could have a career as a wrestler later in his career. There's no doubt he could do that. And let's remember, back in 2013, when I did an interview with Fury, one of the very first interviews I did with Fury. I think I did a back-to-back, and he talked about wanting to fight Cain Velasquez. Remember that? He wanted to fight the heavyweight champion of the world at that time. He said that he would be more than happy to fight Cain Velasquez. So even back then, before Fury was heavyweight champion of the world, right? This was something that Fury wanted to do. So that WWE stuff, that UFC stuff, that's Fury. That is Fury for you. So I've no surprise. I would rather be doing that than being hit by a right hand by Deontay Wilder. But I warn you now that now the floodgates have opened. You now have YouTubers that are not even professional fighters with real no amateur experience turning pro, headlining a card in America and a pay-per-view event. Wait for it. I will tell you what comes next. Boxers fighting footballers. Well, we've got Curtis Woodhouse, but he actually and Liam McKenzie. They're good. They were good boxers. They actually had some boxing ability. But you're going to get boxers calling all sorts of people out. You've had boxers calling out celebrities. wait for boxers to start going on golf courses. Boxers fighting rugby players. Well, we've seen it before. We've seen a crossover. We had the cricketer, Freddie Flintoff, crossing over from cricket into boxing. So the whole crossovers are happening. Just waiting for, we had Shaq O'Neal fighting Oscar De La Hoya and Sugar Shane Mosley. So it's all happening. It's all happening. To me, I would say, if you ask me, yeah, Fury's a smart man trying to make as much money as he can, because when this circus act is over, I don't know what Fury's going to be like as a beaten fighter. So I see this as, I wouldn't call it maybe the catch-up process, but I don't think his career gets any better in terms of him as a boxer. I think he's hit his ceiling, and it's just working with what he's got at that ceiling now. That's what I think. And I don't think he gets better. I just think he uses that experience to fill his way around things. But this is he can pull it off. He can pull it off. So I don't fault Fury for this. I don't fault him for this. I think it's great because it's bringing fans over to boxing and WWE. That I get. I get that, right? But it would have been a bit more fair if you had a boxer who had some amateur experience and thought was a pro and was a wrestler versus a good wrestler and then a good boxer. Makes it a bit more competitive. What's Fury going to do? Fury ain't no damn wrestler. So what are they going to do? They're going to get this guy, this clown, who has probably got no boxing because he's big. I don't know if he's got any boxing experience. He might be able to throw people around on mats, but getting hit on the chin, no matter how big you are, getting hit on the chin by a guy who actually can box, who's got a deep amateur pedigree, and unified heavyweight champion of the world, and outbox Vladimir Klitschko. This dude here is going to do something to Tyson Fury. Are you crazy? Are you serious? If he does, it'll be a mockery for the sport. You really wouldn't want, it wouldn't look good, or you really wouldn't want to see this guy laying Tyson Fury out. You really wouldn't. Again, I mean, when I talk about showmanship, I talk about talk. I talk about promotion. I talk about talking from the hip and speaking all that stuff that gets you turned on. Yeah, Fury's the man for that. But when it actually comes to fighting, Fury's not exciting. Fury's fighting isn't exciting. It's been more about what the other guy's done, whether drop him, hurt him, wobble him, as opposed to what Fury does himself. So I just think, that he's got it there, Fury. He's fighting. I wouldn't say he's an exciting fighter to watch in that sense. It's more reactive in the sense of what the other guy does, whereas Deontay Wilder dropping Fury and him get up, or Nevin Pajcik, or what Chisora did in the first fight, or Steve Cunningham. These moments in Fury's career, where he's had difficult moments that the opponent has caused, that those are the things for me when it comes to Fury. But as I'm not surprised, really not surprised. And I would not also be surprised if this WWE situation overshadows the return match with Deontay Wilder in February, because that cut is a deep cut, and fit to recover and heal that quickly, I ain't so sure. The doctor's probably given a diagnosis. Hey, find something else to do, son. Find something else to do. Go. Find some other way out of this. So I don't know if that contract has been signed or not. I mean, I don't know. But certainly, Fury's in a good position. As for Deontay Wilder, yet again, I don't know who does his promotional things, but I don't know if Wilder will want to do something like that. I think Wilder being the height he is and the guy he is, maybe basketball would be nice to see. But Wilder one-on-one with one of the basketball players. I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. Wilder would be interesting to see how he would do in the WWE. In fact, you know what I would do? if I was Deontay Wilder, I'd sit ringside when Fury was fighting and make sure I was there, and I would get in the ring and say, yo, make sure that you're there in February. Make sure you're there in February. Do all this clowning stuff now, but make sure you're ready and prepared for our fight in February. That's what I would do as Deontay Wilder. I wouldn't necessarily get in and do all the clowning stuff. I would make sure I was ringside, and I would make sure to ensure that the man that calls everyone a dosser and a bum and this and that, make sure that he turns up to the fight in February. So if I'm Deontay Wilder's people, I'm looking and I'm going, right, Deontay, we want you to turn up to Fury's fight on Monday night. Make sure that the camera's on you, and make sure, because you actually are a WBC heavyweight champion. You've got a belt that can to show, you know? You've got a belt to show. It's no invisible belt. It's there. The WBC Championship of the world. You're about to make a defense of your world title against Luis Ortiz, right? So your fight is confirmed for a legit belt. One that Fury's never won. Okay? That's what I do as I'm Deontay Wilder. Take the opportunity. Turn up. Show up. Turn up. And make your point be known. Make your point be known. Do the clown stuff. Mess around the ring. But let you know. Bomb squad. February. Get in the ring. Like Fury likes to jump in the ring and make all these noises. Make sure your face is there. Get your face from Alabama to wherever you are in Alabama at the moment, going, bomb squad. Make sure you get yourself down to the WWE. It would be a missed opportunity if you don't do it. Now, update on Uncle Bashir. If you haven't checked the channel already, I predicted this. Well, I did, didn't I? I told you this, but you don't listen to me. You all don't listen. How do I know? Wait. There's more I'm going to predict. There is more I'm going to predict. Wait for it. On DAZN. Wait for it. Expect to see YouTubers becoming commentators. Wait for it. Wait to hear YouTubers being put in the booths. So one YouTube channel on another YouTube channel with backing one fighter, backing another fighter, having their little breakdowns and having them face off doing fights. Wait and see. It is coming. It is coming. It is coming. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. I don't talk at the back of my ass like some of you think I do. I'm telling you what's happening. I'm telling you what's going to happen. Wait and see. YouTubers having a place on big boxing events, these pay-per-view events. And don't be surprised. I would not be surprised if this KSI fight doesn't bring up some YouTubers. I'm telling you now, it's coming. And I'm telling you now, I don't want to be any part of that nonsense. No, sirree. No. White collar against. I don't think so. No, I ain't doing it. To prove what? You know what I mean? You mean if you feel that way? Do you mean don't do the white collar? Go down the amateur route. Take a few pro fights. I'm not interested in it personally. So I like Hatman. He's a good man. I love Hatman. But on a serious note, I think boxing is going down two roads. The purists, old school, standards. And then you got this new school. Anything goes, anyhow goes. You've just seen Bashir get put in a hospital And there are people saying he deserved that. A 71-year-old man. They don't know the full story of what's been going on. They have no idea. But it just shows you. You see on your timeline, all these people that you would listen to that are commentating, all these people have got opinions of boxing, all these people are not accountable. I talked about accountability and how this person's been exposed and that fight has been exposed and that person's been exposed. But never, the tweeter never gets exposed. Huh? The person that's making all these predictions never get exposed. What stuck with Ahara Davis? No chance. Have you seen me give any sort of energy to that? I'm not giving no energy to it. No energy to it. None energy to that YouTube fight. None. I didn't see the Ahara Davis thing. No. What did Ahara Davis do? I'm not here. I don't do these shows for popularity votes. I don't do these shows for views. I don't do these shows for to please people. I don't do this to get thumbs up. Although getting thumbs up are nice. I just tell you, Coogan caught Ahara and something scuffle, and apparently he had to break it up. Whatever. He cut camera down because he didn't view and film the fight. Oh, he out camera down because he didn't want to view whole and film the fight. It was cringy to watch. Well, that's it. Anything sensationalism. And again, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'll keep on saying it. Character stands the test of time. You can try and dumb down my stuff on YouTube. You can try and reduce the views. You can try and belittle all the things I say, but it keeps coming to pass over and over and over and over again. I was done with the sport, to be honest. I really was. And then the situation with Bashir happens. I'm telling you, keep going. Keep going. And unless Fury retires, let's see what his energy is like when he loses. Because it's coming. It's coming. You ain't improving as a fighter. You're not improving as a fighter. We just need to see now what Deontay does against Ancient Ortiz. All right? If he blows Ancient Ortiz out in 2 rounds, wait for the talk. Well, he was an old man. And, wait for it. I will see how fast that fight is going to happen in February. Because I don't think that fight's going to happen in February. I don't. Not with that injury over the eye. I don't think so. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not here for sensationalism. And when I talk, shit happens. So I spoke to Uncle Bashir last night. Briefly. And this is what he said to me. Well, I spoke to Ivana as well. And they're both quite devastated. I will give you an update on that as well. I'm going to do another video on it in a minute because things between Ivana and Shields have gone even more south. But I think that's what some of the boxing community wanted for Bashir anyway, to keep his mouth shut. So, yeah. Yeah. There's some wicked people as well, I'll tell you now. Wicked. So he'll need time to heal. He'll need time to heal. Has anyone been arrested? What do I think of the cancellation of Sheen Halverson fight? What do I think about it? I was the one who broke the news the fight was cancelled. What do I think about it? It was the right thing. The fight could have been cancelled before then. The fight should have been cancelled before then. The fight should have been cancelled 3 days before that. But that's not for me to talk about. That will come out in the wash. That will come out in the wash. Yeah. I'll be back and I'll talk more about Ivana Habazan and James Edebashir after this video. Again, the WWE, ladies and gentlemen, has arrived in boxing thanks to the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Thank you, sir, for opening that door. You know, you've been itching to do it for ages. You've been wanting this opportunity for ages. And oh boy, now you've got it. And guess what? You don't even have to take real punches. Because we know from the Walling fight, after getting rocked by Walling, you don't really want to be getting hit by Deontay Wilder, really, do you? You really don't want to get hit on the chin by Deontay Wilder. Not now. So, it's all coming out. It's all going to come out in the wash for sure. I'll be back. But Tyson Fury, the circus act goes to a next level. And now we had Walling. And you know what? They're getting less and less known. So, you know, we had Walling, who was a prospect. We had Swartz, who nobody cared about. And now we have this other guy. I can't even pronounce it. I can't even pronounce the guy's name. It's probably a big thing in the WWE, but I can't even pronounce his name. You know, so yeah, I will play some more PS today, 2020 today for sure. But yeah, that's it. I will talk to you all later. Stay tuned.